One of Ukraine's elusive stealth attack drones has resurfaced along the 1,100-kilometer front line of Russia's 42-month-long full-scale war against Ukraine. A recently surfaced video appears to show what may be only the second sighting of this mysterious unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV. This drone stands out. While most of Ukraine's long-range strike drones share a familiar design, straight wings, narrow booms linking fuselage and rear-mounted propeller engines, this UAV takes a different approach. It is a jet-powered flying wing with no distinct fuselage, painted black and reportedly equipped with a US-made SW140B turbine engine, costing just $2,000. The flying wing configuration is not just aesthetic, it has serious tactical implications. With no sharply defined angles to reflect radar signals directly back to enemy sensors, this design helps scatter radar waves, significantly reducing detectability. In other words, the drone could be highly stealthy, ideal for slipping past Russia's dense air defense systems to strike strategic targets deep behind enemy lines. No official details have been released about the drone, not even its name. But a crash site photo of a similar black UAV inside Russia in June 2024 suggests the drone is approximately 10 feet long. If it carries a fuel load comparable to that of a Russian-made Shahed drone, also roughly the same size, it could potentially cover hundreds of miles on a single mission. This drone isn't alone. A larger Ukrainian stealth drone with a similar flying wing design has also made occasional appearances on social media since 2023. While both drones share the same general shape, the larger one is equipped with a single vertical stabilizer, whereas the smaller black drone features twin stabilizers. According to Euromaidan Press, the bigger drone is powered by a $14,000 German-made JetCat P400PRO turbojet engine. These stealth drones are rare, likely due to their cost and technical complexity. Ukraine's primary strike UAV, the straight-wing, propeller-driven AN-196, is much more common and mass-produced. Ukrainian defense company Ukroboronprom manufactures the AN-196 in large quantities, with Germany recently funding the production of 500 units at a cost of $100 million. The scarcity of the stealth jet drones suggests they are reserved for high-priority missions, those that require drones to penetrate heavily defended airspace where conventional UAVs would not survive. As Euromaidan Press notes, Ukraine's stealth drones are designed to hit targets deep inside Russian territory and evade detection while doing so. Russian air defense systems may be formidable, but against these shadowy UAVs, they appear virtually blind. In a bold act of resistance, partisans from the Atesh movement have sabotaged key railway infrastructure in Russian-occupied Kherson Oblast, significantly disrupting logistics operations on the Zaporizhia front. The group reported that an operative working deep behind enemy lines successfully targeted a railway section between Safanov and Novoalexivka. Atesh, established in September 2022 in response to Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, claims to have embedded a network of informants within the Russian military. In addition to gathering intelligence, the group runs clandestine training programs to instruct Russian soldiers on sabotaging their own equipment. According to the group's statement, a relay cabinet was destroyed in the operation, halting the movement of ammunition and fuel-laden trains en route to Melitopol, a key logistical hub for Russian forces occupying Zaporizhia Oblast. While Moscow's forces maintain control over much of the region, the city of Zaporizhia itself remains under Ukrainian control. Melitopol, still under Russian occupation, is reportedly facing a severe humanitarian crisis. Power and water shortages, frequent drone strikes targeting electrical infrastructure, and widespread repression have all taken a toll on residents. Despite the hardships, local resistance remains active. Public commemorations, such as those marking the Olenivka tragedy, continue to be observed. Meanwhile, Ukraine's armed forces reportedly launched a major drone assault on Russia's Rostov Oblast. One of the targets was a railway station in the town of Salska. Rostov Oblast's acting governor, Yuri Slusar, confirmed the strike, noting that a civilian vehicle was hit, resulting in the death of its driver. Russian railways confirmed the attack disrupted overhead power lines, bringing rail traffic through Salska station to a halt. Another drone strike was reported near the village of Orlovsky, where a traction substation critical to railway operations caught fire. Earlier incidents also highlight growing disruption. In Russia's Volgograd region, falling debris from intercepted Ukrainian drones damaged power supply lines, leading to suspended rail services. Across both Russian territory and occupied areas of Ukraine, fuel depots, ammunition stores, and transport infrastructure have become increasingly frequent targets of long-range drone and missile strikes by Ukrainian forces. Russian authorities are increasingly sending barely adult young men, fresh out of school, to the front lines of the war in Ukraine, turning the country's supposed future into rows of graves and mourning families. According to an investigation by the BBC, at least 245 Russian soldiers aged just 18 have been confirmed killed in combat over the past 2 years. Experts warn that the true number is likely much higher. Officially, 18-year-olds in Russia are not meant to serve in active combat. President Vladimir Putin, now 72, once publicly assured that conscripts would not be deployed to the front. Yet, behind these promises lies a covert system designed to funnel teenagers straight from graduation to the battlefield. Many are persuaded, or coerced, into signing military contracts, often lured by promises of cash or forced under pressure from police. Recruiters reportedly receive bonuses of 100,000 rubles per new soldier. Security forces play a central role in this machinery. In impoverished regions, recruiters target young men with few prospects, turning desperation into enlistment. The post-invasion education system has also been repurposed for militarization. Schools now hold patriotism lessons, teach children to make trench candles, and bring in soldiers to read battlefield stories. Training rifles have reappeared in classrooms for older students, all part of an effort to shape the young into soldiers. One particularly harrowing case is that of Vitaly Ivanov from Siberia. According to the BBC, he was allegedly beaten by police at a station and soon after found himself on the front lines. He was killed during his very first combat mission, just days into his deployment. Between April 2023 and July 2025, the BBC verified the deaths of 245 18-year-old Russian contract soldiers. In total, at least 2,812 soldiers aged 18 to 20 have died in the war. Due to limited transparency and restricted media coverage, some estimates suggest the real death toll may be as high as 267,000 across all ages. Teenagers who once dreamed of becoming doctors, engineers, or IT specialists are now dying in trenches far from home. Some fall for state propaganda, others are threatened or misled, but all are exploited by a system that treats them as expendable. They're young, naive, and don't fully understand where they're going, said the girlfriend of Alexander Petlinsky, an 18-year-old who signed a military contract just 2 weeks after his birthday. He was killed 20 days later,